nobody's texting war plans. Well, I noticed this morning, out came something that doesn't look like war plans. And as a matter of fact, they even changed the title to attack plans, because they know it's not war plans. There's no units, no locations, no routes, no flight paths, no sources, no methods, no classified information.
Here's everything you need to know about the Houthi group chat leak inside the Trump administration. The Atlantic magazine's editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, revealed that he was included on a signal message chain in which top Trump officials, including Vice President JD Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, discussed military strikes against the Houthi terror group in Yemen in a stunning breach of national security. Goldberg exposed the jaw-dropping mishap in a March 24th article titled, "The Trump Administration Accidentally Texted Me Its War Plans," writing that he connected with Waltz via the Signal app on March 11th and was invited to join a chain called the Houthi PC Small Group 2 days later. Published messages show that he received a stream of internal deliberations and operational details. Other top administration officials on the Signal chat included someone identified only as Mar, the same initials as Secretary of State Marco Rubio, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and someone named SM, thought to be Deputy White House Chief of Staff for Policy Stephen Miller, among others. Goldberg claimed that he was signed into the chat with just his initials, JG, suggesting Waltz or a subordinate had mistaken his Signal info for that of Jameson Greer, the U.S. trade representative who often attends National Security Council meetings. The quote, war plan texts referenced upcoming military operations in Yemen and included several messages sent by Vice President JD Vance, where he openly disagrees with President Trump about the attack. While traveling to Michigan for an economy-focused event, Vance texted the group, "I think we're making a mistake with the strikes, and I'm not sure the president is aware how inconsistent this is with his message on Europe right now. There's a further risk that we see a moderate to severe spike in oil prices." The following day, on March 15th, Hegseth gave an update to the team at 11:44 a.m. with operational details about the strikes on Yemen, which were reported by news outlets a couple of hours later. Goldberg did not divulge the specific message due to concerns about jeopardizing U.S. military and intelligence capabilities. Goldberg later removed himself from the group chat and reached out to officials, including Waltz, Hegseth, and Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, and others about the lapse. The incident has drawn bipartisan outcry from Capitol Hill, with Democratic Senate Intelligence Committee Vice Chair Mark Warner claiming the Trump administration was making all Americans less safe. White House officials have downplayed the incident or insisted that no classified information was discussed in the compromised chat.
I don't know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of The Atlantic. To me, it's a magazine that's going out of business. I think it's not much of a magazine, but I know nothing about it. You're saying that they had what?
I can attest to the fact that there were no classified or intelligence equities that were included in that chat.
Why were those details shared on Signal, and how did you learn that a journalist was privy to the targets, the types of weapons used?
I've heard that was characterized. Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
I'm sure everybody out there has had a contact where it was said one person and then a different phone number.
On March 26th, Jeffrey Goldberg published additional snippets of the Houthi PC small group chat that revealed more specifics, including minute-by-minute operational details and exact weapons to be used in the March 15th strikes. Goldberg wrote, "If this text had been received by someone hostile to American interests, or someone merely indiscreet and with access to social media, the Houthis would have had time to prepare for what was meant to be a surprise attack on their strongholds." Trump and other top administration officials have so far downplayed the tech saga, insisting that no sensitive national security materials were ever disclosed. The president called the incident not a big deal, blaming a staffer for accidentally adding Goldberg to the chain. Meanwhile, Democrats on the House Intelligence Committee accused America's spy bosses of jeopardizing the lives of U.S. military personnel during a fiery hearing the day after the bombshell leak was brought to light.
Everyone here knows that the Russians or the Chinese could have gotten all of that information, and they could have passed it on to the Houthis, who easily could have repositioned weapons and altered their plans to knock down planes or sink ships. I think that it's by the awesome grace of God that we are not mourning dead pilots right now.
As the political dust storm continues to swirl, it remains to be seen if the so-called signal gate is just a blip or a sign of a bigger problem inside the Pentagon.